Welcome to Life and Business, a podcast where we talk about life, business, money, and how these elements are intertwined in the everyday life. My name is Rosa Camero, your host. Plus, I am an entrepreneur, a mother, a wife, an immigrant, business mentor, and CEO and founder of Rossscammm Films Marketing. Welcome. Hello, welcome again. This is your podcast, Life and Business, and we cannot start this project without a good story. Why I have started this podcast, and I love stories. I love to share my knowledge, and I also love to share other people's stories that inspire me. So a great way for me to find this channel to talk to amazing people and to talk about what have inspired me in order for me to inspire others is, I think, it's a podcast plus a YouTube channel. We have been working in this project like for a few months now. Thank you so much to my team. Actually, if you see this, if you see or listen this episode, I don't know when, I'm pregnant, so I'm 7 months pregnant right now, almost 8. And if you are hearing this podcast later, maybe in 2022, probably I have a baby. By now, maybe I am on maternity leave. Maybe I have come back to work. And while this is happening, because this is life, right? This is life. You are doing things. You are doing things in your daily life, and also you're doing things in your business. So, yes, I am having these two things intertwined, and that's why I love the name Life and Business, because for me it's like two elements that are completely intertwined. They match and they're mix and match in my life. Before we start with all the episodes, who is Rosa Camero? Like, who is this lady who is talking in this podcast, and why we need to listen? Well, you don't have to listen if you don't want to. Well, my name is Rosa Camero. I am Mexican, living in Copenhagen, Denmark. 4 years ago, I arrived here, and but I have been living in Europe for the last 7 years. And the story of these 7 years starts when I started dating a Danish guy in Mexico City, and this was in 2014. And he decided, he didn't decide, but he found a job in Madrid, and we decided that we wanted to move to Madrid. And that at that time we were married, so we were boyfriend girlfriend. And the best way for me to emigrate to Spain was with a student visa. So I studied a master's in Complutense Madrid University of Madrid, I think it's called. And then I applied for a student visa for a year. And the next year we got married in 2015. So I applied for family reunification in Madrid. And then we stayed there for 3 years and a half. After Madrid, we decided to move again, 2017, to Copenhagen. But before we moved, obviously life and business happened. So I was studying this master. I was working in a public relations agency, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy living in Spain. I wasn't happy having the job that I had. I missed so much what I was doing before and my old job. And I was, when you move countries and you have this amazing career in your own country, and then I was believing, I have this amazing career. Why would anyone accept me and work with me? Because I have all this experience. I've been doing this like for so long. Like I can help them. But life doesn't, it's not that way. It's not that easy. So I sent hundreds of CVs, hundreds of tried to connect with the people to find out an opportunity in the film industry, because this is where I used to work in Mexico for a very important distribution and production company in Mexico. And I decided then I wanted to come back to the film industry, but that didn't happen. So while I was trying, I was hating living there. I had a really, really difficult cultural shock. And they said it's scientifically proven that when you are a foreigner in a new country, when you move, there's 4 stages for a foreigner to actually adapt. The first one is you are a tourist. So you love the place, you love to go around. It's like you are a tourist, you love everything about the place. And then the second stage is being homesick. So it's like, okay, now I'm ready to go home. I already like went and see all these places. I miss my house, I miss my family, I miss the food, I miss my country, like all those things. So you feel really, really homesick. And then the third stage is accept. So you accept that you are there, accept that you are living in this new country, living in this new city, like you have, it's a new way of doing things and it's okay. And then the fourth stage is adapting. So then you adapt. Okay. So then it's like, okay, I live here and it's okay. I have to learn, I have to adapt. And then you adapt to whatever you're going to do. So I went through all the 4 phases. And I think the first 1.5 years, yes, these stages can take a long time to get through it. So I went through all the 4 phases, and in the end, in the beginning, I was really negative about living there, and I couldn't see what I was doing or what I wanted to do, and until I accepted and I said, this is where I live. This is where is my now husband. This is, I mean, I need to adapt, or what? I'm going to come back to Mexico, or like that wasn't an option. So I decided to build my own place in the film industry because I really, really wanted to go back. So I decided to open a business and be an entrepreneur. Yay! I didn't know anything about these things. I mean, sometimes you take these decisions because you really, really want to. And I really wanted to go, like my passion and my love for what I was doing. And the film industry is so big that I really wanted to, like, it doesn't matter if it's risky, I will do it. I talked to my husband and he was really supportive. And he has been in every step that I have done through these years with my business. And I decided to open my own thing. I say it really easy now, but it was really difficult. Like, I was really, really afraid. I have a couple of friends that they were amazing. They helped me. And the only thing, and actually I learned how to do a website. So what I did is I put myself at the deadline to have that website because I wanted to go to a film festival, a Malaga Film Festival. So I wanted to attend. So I needed to apply for the accreditation. In order to apply for the accreditation, they ask you for a website. So I had a month more or less to have my website. And there I was building a new website, learning how to do and how to develop a website on WordPress. So it was really interesting. But I didn't know anything else. I didn't have a business plan. I didn't have like having my own business in a new country that is not mine, finding someone to help me with my bookkeeping, with all these things with Hacienda, and where you pay taxes, the tax office. So I didn't have any plan. So it was like, okay, let's see what happens. I'll do my website, and You believe just people's gonna like, oh, you're doing this, they're gonna come and they're gonna hire you right away. No, that's not that's not going to happen unless you have the right network. And for me, I had everything against my business, because nobody knew me in the film industry in Spain. I didn't know, I didn't have the right network. I was new, I wasn't from there. And all I had was a website and my knowledge and experience. So, but what I did, I moved around, I found some contacts, so the business started growing. And at that time, we were film distributors. I always talk about we. When I started, but I started like alone. So that was me doing everything. I was doing film distribution. And we have we have really, really interesting projects. And I'm really grateful that the people actually trusted me. But that's a part of the business in the film industry. Then independent filmmakers don't care. So they don't care about marketing and promotion. So we always talk about this at Rossscammm, that actually, when you have a film and you are distributing the film, you need to invest in marketing. Because if you're distributing and you are maybe in cinemas, or maybe you're on the on-demand platform, there people's not going to know that your film is somewhere so they can see it, because there's so much content out there that the content just goes away. Like, really, just like it slips on through your hands, because you don't know that exists. So definitely, marketing is needed if you have a film. Anyway, so I was distributing films at that time. And then in 2017, I had a baby. Yay. 2016, I got pregnant. 2017, the baby came. And in the meanwhile, because this is why it's called life and business, this is life, my life, saying, yes, you are going to have a baby. I had a baby. And then exactly in those months, actually, my husband started having some interviews with another company, and we decided to move to Denmark. So we moved to Denmark in 2017. So it's like, yeah, we're going to move again with a baby. And I have Rossscammm. Rossscammm was okay. So what was moving, was growing, something was happening. So what I did is I invited my dear friend, Vicky, to become my partner. So she's been my partner the last 4 years, and she has done an amazing job. And we actually, she didn't know anything. So I kind of trained her in 2 months. We were together in Spain, like doing things physically and going to meetings and things like that, 2 months. And then I moved to Denmark. So since then, she's been in Spain, and we talk, like, I don't think I talked to anyone else, maybe my mom. That we talk so much, like we really use the technology to be communicated. Like Zoom and WhatsApp are like our favorite tools to communicate. And then we moved to Denmark, and then she stayed with this. Well, we had the business running in Spain, and then I started also to grow and start all over again in Denmark, having a new business. Like, even Rossscammm existed in Spain. You come to a new country, yes, again, you have to repeat the same process, because no one knows you. They don't know you. They don't know who you are. Why would they hire you? Plus, we decided to change the business model. We were doing film distribution, and we decided that we didn't want to do that anymore. So we focus on digital marketing. And now we help create these entrepreneurs' businesses, because if without marketing, without promotion, like any product, it cannot exist. So, and besides, our backgrounds are in marketing, advertisement, communication. I'm still in Copenhagen right now. I'm expecting another baby girl. She's arriving in the end of November. And Well, that's life and that's business. Who was Rosa Camero when she was young? I have a sister, and I am a daughter of of a single mom. So she, like, really, she is amazing because she took care of the two of us. She gave us the best, and I really admire single mothers because it's really difficult to take care of kids. Like, I have one, I couldn't do it without, I couldn't do it without my husband. And this is something that we can talk in another episode, because it's really different, the cultural, the fatherhood, like the difference between, for example, Danish fathers than Mexicans. It's completely different. I mean, I have my husband, it's really present. He really likes to, like, he loves his daughters. I mean, he loves, like, we are pregnant, both of us. It's not only you are pregnant, I am not, like, both of us, we're pregnant. And he tries to help me, and he tries to be there and to be present. I know sometimes as a man, it's difficult to get to know, or to get the pregnancy thing. So, but he tries, and yeah, it's like completely different from Mexico. So my mom was alone, single mom, taking care of the two of us. Besides, she's a professional, right? She's a perfectionist. She went to work. So all these single mothers that are out there, and if you're listening to me, really, I admire you. You are amazing. You're doing a great job. And it's not only taking care of your kids, but it's also working and providing for your family. So that's amazing. That's like, that blows my mind. And I really, really want you to tell you, and I really want you to remember that you are an amazing woman, because you're doing a great job, both, like professionally and taking care and providing for your kids. And yes, I admire my mother because she always gave us the best, and she always gave us the hope, I am from the north of Mexico. And I always, when they ask me, where are you from? Like, I'm from Mexico. I'm from the north, and it's a city called Torreon. Obviously, Europeans, they don't know where it is. So I always say the name, because you never know when they're gonna meet someone else from that city, like from Torreon, and then they remember, I remember someone else from there. So it's like, I want to put the Torreon in the map. For those who don't know where is Torreon, Torreon, it's a city in the north of Mexico. And next, I always say, do you know where is Texas? Probably you know where is Texas. My city is in the state next to Texas, in Mexico. So it's neighbors. This state is neighbor with Texas. And this city is like 6 or 7 hours away from the border. So for Mexico, 6 or 7 hours driving is not bad. Actually, we are used to drive a lot, and people is used to be on buses for long time. In Europe, you can actually cross like several countries in 6 or 7 hours. So yeah, Mexico it's really big. So I'm from the north of Mexico. I studied communication in university in Torreon. And then in 2006, I wanted to improve my English. So I went to San Francisco. I lived there for 1.5 years. And yeah, it was an amazing experience. And that's where I actually learned, or I wanted to discover the world. Yeah, because it's different. Yeah, I'm from Mexico and then United States. And I'm from the north. So I always visited United States many times, but just as a tourist, and not everywhere. Like my family, actually, I have family in Texas. So I went to Texas, and Texas is very different from San Francisco, for example. And so San Francisco was really international, and I was an au pair there. So I met a lot of other au pairs from other parts of the world. So that was really, really, really cool. And I live with an American family. And I took care of two little girls. And that's what I noticed. And I saw that actually the dad could be present, like could be participating in the family. It's like, this is really interesting. Like, I would like to have someone like that right in my life. And the guy who I am with can help me to actually take care of the girls and do things. I manifested that man. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that he is in my life. And then I came back to Mexico and I found an amazing job in Rossscmmm Films that was in Mexico City. So I moved again from Torreon to Mexico City. And I found, that story is just really, really crazy. It deserves just an episode of how to find your dream job. Just jumping into someone else matters. Because I met my ex-boss in a signed film promotional event there. So that deserves an episode of how you should dare to approach to important people. You never know. I worked there for 7 years. I sent a really big hug to, if you're listening, like any of my colleagues and people who I work with in Rossscmmm Films, I send you a really big kiss and hug. I miss you guys. And then in 2012, I went to Poland because I cannot stay too much time in one place. I went to Poland in 2012 to to teach Spanish. But I wasn't expecting that. I started dating Elanes. I started dating my now husband, and I came back the same year. So it's like I was going to stay there. That didn't happen. So I came back. To Mexico. And everything worked out really well with my husband, and we have been together for almost 10 years. That's just crazy. I've been almost 10 years together with my husband, and we have two beautiful daughters. And then we are happy, and we have had like our adventures during these 10 years. And that's you already know kind of like all my life from when I was a little younger, when I was when life, business, love, and that's I think that's what I can share with you. It's a lot longer than that, I am sure. Let's keep the conversation. If you have any questions, just write it on the comments, either in YouTube, on the blog, on the podcast. You can visit my website, rosacamero.com. Then also you can visit the podcast. You can leave a review on iTunes or Spotify. So excited, and see you next time. If you have any questions, or from the things that I said during this episode, and you want to know more, or do you think it can be an episode for that, for something that I said that it was interesting and inspirational for you, then you share it with me, and maybe we can do an episode with that. So thank you for being here, and I'm so excited to be officially opening this life and business podcast. So see you soon, and take care. Bye-bye.
You have a powerful story that deserves to be told. Your brand is worthy to stand out. We can help you find that balance between creativity and business. At Rossscammm Films Marketing, we are experts creating and promoting stories and communities through branding, digital marketing, and strategy. Reach out to us. Let's have a virtual coffee.